Hello, I decided to make a video for each sign highlighting which diseases they may be prone to, and I wanted to start with Pisces, polar opposite of Virgo, which we relate with health in general in astrology, and then we'll move on to Virgo in the next video. While watching this video, please consider that when we talk about Pisces from health perspective, you are more concerned if your ascendant is in Pisces, for example, or your sun or moon sign, or if Pisces is highlighted as a health indicator in your chart astrologically, or maybe if your Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac starting from Aries, and so where Pisces stands is the end of the story. Yeah, so destruction, it represents actually kind of destruction that leads to rewriting the story. If zodiac is a story, as I said, it's getting rid of the old story, and this makes sense when we think that Virgo rules the intestines, the process of breaking down everything contrary to aggression. Contrary to that, Pisces won't break down anything, but will let it invade and break in without resistance. Psychologically, actually, this is the meaning. This resistance is core to the functioning of the immune system. So wherever there is Pisces in your chart, actually a lack of resistance is there. Poisoning, for example, is another form of harmful matter invading the body. Drugs and other chemicals also are let flow in the body and try to regulate the process actually run by Virgo by helping the body to break down, to do the necessary breakdown, right? For example, if you have trouble with digestion, you take pills, and these are chemicals like that help you ease your digestion. These chemicals break into your cells and clear the trouble. They kind of invade. So when you think of the problems that Pisces in your chart may generate, think of this. Think that some boundaries are overrun by in your body by the invading army, invading matter. Now that army is set free to do the destruction it intends to do. Addiction, for example, is one of the things that comes as a result of not being able to set boundaries. It's one thing that comes out of not being able to set your boundaries, right? With addictions, we cross the limits of reality, actually, to see the limits, to have that conscience, because eventually these limits show themselves when we start to suffer the consequences. Addiction, for example, can be drug addiction, food addiction, love addiction, money addiction, whatever addiction. It can be any type of behavior that goes off limits, right? Not knowing where to set boundaries and lack of resistance to the external world, to external influences, is also a psychological phenomena, right? Psychological problem that may result in, for example, chronic fatigue, psychic diseases, addiction, too much evasiveness. Our body functions through the interaction of chemicals, through their exchange between cells in the body, so certain processes are activated. This exchange is done at cellular level between cells, and cells have barriers that decide where it is decided whether to start the exchange or stop. They say they give green light or red light, so wherever actually this process fails, there is the illness. We are trying to connect the dots, right? So it's interesting. Pisces is also related with sleep. So an afflicted sleep, a bad sleep, is actually can be a result of afflicted Pisces in your chart. It can be the generator of sleep problems. Sleep, is essential to cell recovery, especially melatonin is known to stop damage to cells. Pineal gland producing melatonin is known to regulate these processes. So we should know, we should suspect this, for example, this gland not running properly if you have sleep problems, and if maybe you have an afflicted Pisces in your chart. Pisces food relation is also obvious. And if you have Pisces ascendant, or if your sign moon are in Pisces, then you're probably experiencing the symptoms somehow, because this negative energy is like flowing to your food. Maybe you have pain in your foot or whatever. The symptoms of the illness, they are like manifesting themselves in your food. They appear in your food. This means, as I said, the negative energy is running to your food. Since Pisces is the sign of the hidden, the unknown, please consider that it's also a sign that that the illness may not be known, may not be discovered. It may remain unknown, or maybe the diagnosis fails, or the diagnosis is wrong. Maybe the treatment is wrong, which can aggravate the course of the illness, or because the symptoms are mixed or intertwined. Please consider that Pisces is the sign of confusion and deception. So to resume, the main areas we need to focus on exploring Pisces and the illnesses connected. Let's resume the main illnesses connected with Pisces: sleep problems, addictions, poisoning, immune system problems, especially autoimmune system problems, issues with the lymphatic system, psychosomatic problems, unbalances in the chemical composition of the body, as I said, psychological, mental problems, food problems, diseases of unknown origin, misdiagnosed or undiagnosed illnesses, allergies, and things like that. You can think of other diseases, connecting the dots, right? So as I said, if your ascendant is in Pisces, or your sun or moon sign, if your Saturn is in Pisces, or if you have strong health indicators in your chart astrologically highlighting Pisces, then you are like, these things may happen to you, and this video will be more interesting to you, of course. So thanks for watching.